Welcome back to our channel, where we delve into global geopolitical shifts and economic developments. In today's video, we're exploring the evolving roles of Ethiopia, Egypt, and South Africa within the BRICS Association and their challenges in the broader global financial landscape. Let's dive in. BRICS, an acronym for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, has established itself as a significant informal association focused on comprehensive, multidimensional cooperation. From economic growth and trade development to ensuring security and promoting culture, BRICS has been a pivotal platform for discussing key global issues. In recent years, we've seen a notable shift in economic power from the West to the global South. One of the major milestones for BRICS has been the inclusion of African nations. South Africa joined in 2010, and as of January 2024, Ethiopia and Egypt have officially become members. This expansion illustrates BRICS' growing influence and commitment to reshaping the global economic landscape. The BRICS Bank, officially known as the New Development Bank, NDB, was established in 2015 as a geopolitical alternative to institutions like the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank. The bank aims to operate based on principles of non-interference, equality, and mutual benefit among its members. The NDB primarily focuses on lending for infrastructure projects, with an authorized lending capacity of up to $34 billion annually. Despite its ambitious plans, the bank has faced challenges, including delays in distributing funds to support struggling economies. As of 2023, the NDB has approved 53 projects worth approximately $15 billion across its member countries. However, this is just a fraction of the $2.4 trillion needed annually for infrastructure in developing countries, highlighting the gap that BRICS needs to address. One of the key initiatives of BRICS has been the development of an alternative payment system to SWIFT, which currently handles over 42 million messages daily, representing a significant portion of global financial transactions. The BRICS payment system aims to facilitate transactions in national currencies and provide a backup in case of disruptions to the global financial system. China's cross-border interbank payment system, CIPS, for example, processed transactions worth over $12 trillion in 2022, reflecting BRICS' desire for financial independence. Now, let's take a closer look at the three African members of BRICS: Ethiopia, Egypt, and South Africa. Ethiopia, with a population of approximately 126.5 million, is the second most populous nation in Africa and one of the fastest growing economies in the region, boasting an average GDP growth rate of 8.6% from 2005 to 2020. The country aims to achieve lower middle income status by 2025. Despite its growth, Ethiopia faces significant challenges, including a poverty rate of around 24% and a national debt that reached $60 billion in 2023, equivalent to about 55% of its GDP. Egypt. Located in North Africa, Egypt has a population of around 100 million and is a key player in the Arab world. Its economy relies heavily on agriculture, which employs 25% of the workforce, as well as petroleum exports, natural gas, and tourism. However, under President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, Egypt has faced economic crises, with inflation reaching nearly 40% in March 2024. The Egyptian pound has also devalued significantly, losing more than 50% of its value against the US dollar since 2022, further exacerbating the economic situation. South Africa. South Africa, with a population of about 62 million, is one of the most developed economies in Africa. It has a mixed, emerging market economy with a strong emphasis on agriculture, mining, and manufacturing. Despite its economic strengths, South Africa faces significant challenges, particularly in energy supply. The state-owned power supplier Eskom, which generates approximately 90% of the country's electricity, has struggled with debt exceeding $28 billion, resulting in rolling blackouts that have negatively impacted industrial production and shaved an estimated 2% off GDP growth annually. Each of these countries faces unique development challenges. Ethiopia's development path is hindered by macroeconomic instability, conflict, food insecurity, and a lack of job opportunities. With over 70% of the population under the age of 30, Ethiopia needs to create about 2 million jobs annually to keep pace with its growing workforce. Additionally, the country spends around $2 billion annually on food imports, despite having vast agricultural potential. Egypt's economic challenges include high inflation, a struggling currency, and dependence on remittances from its diaspora, which amounted to $32 billion in 2023, representing about 8% of its GDP. Despite receiving over $12 billion in foreign aid annually, the country's economy remains in crisis, with 32% of its population living below the poverty line. South Africa's energy crisis is perhaps its most pressing issue, with the state-owned power supplier Eskom unable to meet national demand. The frequent power outages have resulted in estimated losses of $8 billion annually for the economy. Despite having the continent's second-largest economy, with a GDP of $351 billion in 2023, the country also faces an unemployment rate of 32.9%, the highest in over a decade. Under the leadership of Dilma Rousseff, the BRICS Bank has aimed to strengthen its role within the developing multipolar world. In a recent meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin, Rousseff emphasized the importance of the bank in supporting a multipolar economy and attracting investments in national currencies. However, the BRICS Bank faces significant challenges, including liquidity issues and the broader global financial crisis. For instance, the depreciation of the Russian ruble in 2022 reduced the bank's capital in dollar terms by over $1 billion, highlighting the vulnerabilities BRICS must address to fulfill its ambitious goals. The BRICS Bank positions itself as an alternative to the IMF and World Bank, particularly for developing countries. While it shares some common goals with these institutions, such as poverty alleviation and infrastructure development, the BRICS Bank focuses on operating without political strings attached. However, the NDB's capital of $50 billion, though significant, pales in comparison to the $1 trillion lending capacity of the IMF or the $300 billion of the World Bank, underscoring the challenges BRICS faces in becoming a true alternative. It is essential to recognize that Ethiopia, Egypt, and South Africa, despite being BRICS members, remain entangled in the financial networks of the IMF and World Bank. In 2023, Ethiopia received $1.9 billion from the IMF, Egypt secured a $3 billion loan package, and South Africa continued to rely on World Bank loans to address its economic challenges. As Ethiopia, Egypt, and South Africa navigate their roles within BRICS, they face significant challenges both within the association and in the broader global financial system. The success of BRICS in reshaping the global economic landscape will depend on its ability to address these challenges and offer viable alternatives to traditional financial institutions. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth analysis on global economic and geopolitical developments. Until next time.